So here's a look at the market for Wednesday, April the 7th, 2010. We always like to start with a look at the market profiles with E-mini Day Trader. And these profiles we're looking at right now include the day sessions, which is every other profile, as well as the overnight sessions. So these are the most recent overnight sessions. So when we left yesterday, we had mentioned that there could be still some support in around the 78 area. And as you can see, the market did pierce below that, reaching all the way down to 73 and change. But interesting to note that the market did come back up and close back above there. So that's somewhat of a bullish indication. Now, of course, we don't have resting orders or anything waiting at these anticipated or likely support and resistance areas. We use them as a key to look to see if we actually get a trade set up and triggered in that area. So I'd mentioned yesterday that this kind of market, really a bull market, there's just, you can just see the market just, keeps on getting higher and higher, a little bit of a dip there, higher, sideways overnight. And then the market opened here early in the day. It had a bit of a dip early in the day. I believe it got down to here, then rallied up to here, and then came all the way down and made the low. So it was a pretty volatile day. And days like this, where the volume is, pretty strong, and the market tried to sell off, but really didn't do that great a job of it, is really an indication of probably a buying opportunity. As I think I mentioned in a recent video, that the kind of action that we've been having lately is conducive to a pretty swift long liquidation, which would send the market down quickly and offer a really good buying opportunity. And in essence, I think that's what the market did today. It remains to be seen. I think we do have pretty much a containment-like area sitting from anywhere from around 81 down to the low today. So, when you take a look at it, here's a low here, up to approximately here. So, the market could certainly trade into this area up in here or down to here, and, really no change. But I think if it gets down below the low that we formed here today, then, obviously that's a pretty bearish development. But I would monitor in the 78 area to see if the market can hold there. And if it can hold above that area, I think it's fairly positive heading into tomorrow. I would use that, 77 to 78 area. And we also like to use the market profiles from just the regular trading hours only, which is what we're looking at here. And here's our chart, which shows the tools that we have, these paint bars and balance areas, and these other shaded areas that you see as well. So we did have an early short trade right in here that got stopped out for a point. Then we were able to get long in here, and that moved nicely a couple of points in our favor. So this is the first trade, and then the second trade. We had a third trade up in here to get long. We were stopped. We didn't get stopped out. We actually exited that trade after 10 minutes. So we had a 2-tick loss on that trade. We had a 4-tick loss on this trade. And this trade, we reached our first two objectives, and then we're stopped at a break even on the final partial. So that was a plus 9 tick on that one. We had the only other trade we had today. We attempted to get short in here. Some of our traders, it wasn't a system trade per se, but some of our traders would have been taking that trade. Those, of course, that have been with us for a little bit longer. But at any rate, the market did obviously have that good sell-off here, so we're able to get short in here, and it did move. And that was our fourth trade of the day, and that also moved for a 9-tick profit on that trade. So, not a fantastic day from our trading standpoint. It was just sort of an okay day, but a pretty erratic day, the way the market moved around like that. And this is sometimes indicative of a market topping out. So it's certainly not confirmed that if we can stay above 77, 78, the market's going to rally. But I think that's the first area for us to monitor, other than the low from today. And then if we get back up above the 81 area, then that's a good sign. If it can hold above there, then it's probably going to go and test the high that was formed today. So any questions or comments, just get a hold of us at info@eminidaytrader.com, and we always look forward to receiving your questions and comments. So get a hold of us, and thanks for taking the time to view the video. We'll see you again tomorrow.